Live from the Holiday Pools and Spas studios, this is JoJo on the Go.
Let's give it up for our special guest, special being in all capital letters. Ladies and gentlemen, Mariann from Brooklyn, a radio legend, if there ever was one.
Hello.
I don't even know if you still want the title of Mother of the Whack Pack or have you disowned them?
Of course I want them. I just got off the phone with Jeff a few hours ago. Of course I want them. And
Jeff the Drunk?
Jeff the Drunk, and I speak to High Pitch Eric every single day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes three
Really?
times. Yeah.
You really are his mother.
Yeah.
You probably speak with him more than his mother does.
Right. Well, Jeff and Eric both lost their mothers, so it's a shame. But yeah, I speak to them.
So
That's a
after
great title.
decades
Right.
on the Howard Stern show at 25 plus years, how does it feel to be one of the most famous people on the program besides Howard and Robin? I mean, without you, something's missing from the show.
Well, that's very nice, but I don't feel that way about myself. But I like being part of the show because it brought me so much like happiness and takes me away from regular life, which as we all know, the world is like crashing as we speak. So it takes me away, and I like that. It takes me away from all the negative and making, and it's fun. And I never had an agenda. I call one day and that was it. And once you call, you can't go back.
No,
Yeah.
It's really just people talking to people. And that I think is the beauty about radio, about podcasting, about media in general, is that like we can all just start some conversations and see where it goes.
Right. Just be real people and relate to each other.
That's
and,
it.
Find comfort. And, you're doing service to America by keeping us distracted from everything that's going on,
For sure.
I just want to jump in and say I felt like Mariann was my mother at the beginning of this because she was reading me the riot act. I couldn't get her online.
She's like, what's wrong with you? What country are you in?
You know what it is? It's every time I ask my kids, could you help me with the computer? One runs this way, one runs that way. But if you're as bad as I am, and it was almost that way before, I was saying, holy cow, so you mean I'm better than these dudes with the computer?
You are.
That's pretty scary.
It doesn't take much for them.
Right.
So I imagine that you probably have a different phone number to reach Howard than the rest of us, right? You don't have to go through the screening process.
I hate that question. I have the same number, 833 Stern Show. It's on my phone. It's,
I asked her a question. She said, I hate it.
I hate that people ask me that I have a special line. That's what I hate.
Well, it's just so hard to get through.
But she's
like
very
it's always
humble.
a busy signal.
It is.
It's hard to get through, but if you're very devoted and you really want to speak to Howard and try to get on, which there's a lot of new callers all the time, you have to really stay focused and keep dialing. I don't have a special number. I call 833 Stern Show the way everybody else does, and I also have a topic in my mind. I always have a topic, so you got to be prepared. Like people ask me, I say, call at 6:45 because the show starts at 7. They open the lines around that hour. Once they open the lines, and you don't always get picked up right away, you got to keep dialing, or it keeps ringing. It rings till they pick up, or then it rings till it goes to dial tone, and then you dial again. But you have to have a topic, and you have to speak up very quickly. You can't be like, and the screen is say, what do you want to talk to Howard about? So be ready. Right?
I never got past that part.
You never got paid. Well, now you have to get past that.
They put me on hold until the end of the show every time.
I only spoke with Howard over two things. One was because I adopted a cat from Beth, which God bless her, like amazing what they're doing.
Right.
And then also when I worked at Sirius XM and they said to me, hey, little intern, would you like to be a part of the Penis Summit on Howard 100? And I said, you never say no to the Penis Summit. So that was my interaction.
You had interaction, and it's nice that you adopted a cat. That's amazing.
He was wonderful. He was the joy of my life. And let me tell you, he passed away 2 months ago. And Beth still kept up with me. Like she truly is an angel on earth.
She really is. She's amazing. I know people know that she's really what you see is what you get with Beth and her animal advocacy, everything. I absolutely adore her. I'm sorry you lost your cat, though. I know I lost my dog.
Thank you.
few years ago. So now the other two that haven't gotten on, since you're a pro, we have to get them on. So you could say, Joe, is that you, JoJo, with the cap?
Yeah.
JoJo, you should call and say, Mariann, it was on my podcast.
Okay.
Okay,
Put in a
Jagger,
good
let me
word
hear
for
your
me.
pitch. Jagger,
Yeah.
pitch to me how you would get onto the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, Stern Show, go.
Wait, I don't know that I want to be on. I don't think I can
Wow,
live
you
up.
failed. Next.
I can't live up to be such a good call. I'd be one of the ones he'd hang up on because I'd be so flustered.
He'd be like, I don't got time for this.
He'd be like, get to the point.
There are so many good callers. There's even like sometimes I wonder when people really talk about their personal relationships, like if they had an affair or all those things. I'm happy that people have a place to call. Like people don't have anyone to talk to. So like if
Correct.
Howard sees like an interesting topic on the board, he's gonna pick up that. Like look at Jill. I love Jill. Like one of my new favorite callers because
Me too.
Jill brings that little niche of her like rock and roll thing to the show that I don't have, you know what I mean? And maybe other people do, but she called because she loves the show and she could speak rock and roll to Howard and about all the concerts. And Howard's like amazed about all the concerts she goes to and her interactions and how much the tickets cost. So it's a great conversation,
One
Right.
thing that I have found about Jill, she knows when to talk and knows when to shut up, and that's a key. No, not you, Mariann. I'm just saying. I mean me.
If that wasn't a dig towards me,
No.
Yeah, get this guy out of here.
I'll delete that box for you there,
No,
Mariann.
keep it on. Let's show you true colors. If that wasn't a
Here we
dig
go.
towards me, oh my
Not
God.
I got your back,
all.
girl. Girls against guys. Now we're even.
I was
Take him
talking-
out.
No, if you hear the crow sound, I didn't hit the button. I'm just saying. It wasn't me.
No, play the Oscar music of
Yeah, let's get into that.
Right.
Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow, Fran Drescher, Mariann from Brooklyn,
Right.
all in an Oscar-nominated movie made by
Right.
A24, one of my wife and I's favorite movie production companies that I spent $10 of my own money to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my wife's money to watch last night. And let me tell you, you were a natural.
Only last night?
Yes.
Because you knew I was coming on, so you had
Yes.
to call with $10.
I wanted to make sure that I watched it. And I said, I'm going to watch this movie. And I didn't know what I was getting into.
Fantastic.
But there's like
Great movie.
5 seconds into it, I'm like,
Right.
wait a minute. I hear Mary, and there you are. Like the movie
Right.
barely starts, and
Right.
there you
Right.
are.
Right.
How did you land that?
Well, first of all, I just want to say this. When I did watch the movie myself, I had no idea where it was going, and it went to so many fantastic places. I only knew myself in the shoe store. How'd I get it? Josh Safdie, the director and writer producer of the movie, is a Howard fan, and he heard my voice. And his
Huh.
casting director, Jennifer Vendetti, who is amazing, rock star, she reached out to me a few times, and this is the first year that the casting directors were up for Oscars.
It was a beautiful
Yes.
ceremony this year. Loved it.
Right. It did. Oh, no, it stunk. I thought it was boring.
Yeah?
Are you
Oh, I
kidding
loved
me?
it. I
Oh,
loved it.
thought
It stunk.
I think it's played out. I mean, I only had vested interest because of Marty Supreme, and I felt like they really did a disservice. Not one Oscar for such a great movie.
Oh, I know.
My daughter loves Sinners, but they also love Marty Supreme. Like, why couldn't they balance it out a little? Jennifer Vendetti picked the most incredible people to be in that movie that were not actors, not all of them. So why wouldn't they see? It goes to show you how Hollywood only wants the specific actor or actress. They're not going to step out of the box and pick regular Jane. You know what I mean? Like that she picked so many great characters that blended in. Like Josh Casamatides. I don't know if you guys know him. He's like a billionaire that owns D'Agostino.
Oh, if he's a billionaire, we don't know him.
Right, but he's popular radio station in Manhattan, ABC, and he never acted, and he was in the movie. He was Luke's dad. He was phenomenal. And what about Shark Tank? He's used to being on.
Yeah, I was going to
show.
say.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Leary, right.
He was incredible. So she put all those different characters together. You mean to tell me she wasn't worthy of the Oscar? She
Right.
was, because all the other movies had their so-called, actresses and actors. So
Yeah, it was a
I'm
star-studded
pissed. Yeah.
cast. It made what, 150 million at the box office, something like that. I mean, do your neighbors treat you differently now that you're in a Academy-nominated movie? Is it like gift baskets left outside your door on a regular
No, no,
basis?
I'm still helping all my neighbors, to be honest. I'm still bringing my neighbor mozzarella when I go to the pork store. Believe me,
Ah.
nothing's changed. I'm the giver. I'm the giver
And
all the time.
so will you get royalty checks for the rest of your life from being in
No,
this?
no, no,
No?
no, no, no. But
Yes, you
but
will.
no. Josh reached out to me, and when Jennifer did, and she kept on Instagram like the DM the way you did. She was reaching out to me, and I was ignoring it. It
Like Jagger.
for 6 months. Not you, for 6 months, Jennifer. So finally somebody called me and said it's for real, and she goes, Josh wants you, and I'm like, what? Like, are you sure? I go, I don't act, I wasn't going to do it. And then so what, the summer of 24, I went to the city and I did the part of Sandra Bernhard. I did the part that Sandra Bernhard got, which was
Okay.
which was Fran Drescher's friend. Timothy's mom was Fran Drescher, and I was the friend supposedly calling Timothy and saying, your mother's really sick, she's going to the hospital, blah blah blah. But they made me play it like, I don't know if I could curse on here, like a really
Yeah,
rough and
Janet does all the time.
yeah. Okay. So they were like, "Fuck this," your fucking mother's sick, whatever. So I was doing it, but I didn't get that part. But I knew I wasn't getting any part. I just went. It was fun. So like months later in October, I get another call, and Jennifer calls me and she goes, "Mariann, Josh really wants you." I go, "For what?" She says, "Not for that part, for another part." I said, "No, I can't do it. I'm not an actress." But I said, I can't do it. She called me back 10 minutes later and she goes, Josh really wants you. We're sending a call for you tomorrow morning at 6
Wow.
a.m. And that's how it happened.
I love that. If
Incredible.
nothing else,
Yeah.
you might not get the royalties, but you get the
Right.
experience, you get the
Right.
memories.
Right.
This is
Right.
how,
Right.
things happen in life.
Right.
I love
Right.
that.
Did Howard analyze your performance? What was his perspective?
He said, well, no wonder you're not getting a pickup. You're not listening to the show.
Exactly. Come on now.
No, yeah,
I'm
give
too
me a
busy.
break. Oh my God.
I'm too busy begging for change outside.
Howard said I was very, very good, and so did Robin, and so did JD. People were surprised. They said I was like contained, like I'm not so,
Well, that's what acting is, right? You have to be something
right,
that you're not. So I
right.
love that. I
Yeah,
think you
it was
did great. It was a great
Thank you.
film,
Right, it's a
great
great film.
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did
love it.
Michael Rappaport have any input on this film?
No, I didn't hear him. We're back on good graces now.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah, we have had our ups and downs and throughout this, the history of the show, but we're back.
Did you
That's
watch
good, but
him?
you
Did
never
you
know
watch him on
what's gonna
Traders,
happen.
Mariann?
No, I didn't see that, but I want to watch. Did he get kicked off in the beginning?
He stayed probably about halfway through, but he's typical Michael Rappaport all the way through. I told my girlfriend as soon as we started watching, I said, "Watch Michael Rappaport. He's going to be something."
He is. Well,
What would you say your most? Go ahead.
I was going to say about Michael Rappaport, what he believes, which I'm the same way. He goes for it like with all his heart and soul. If he fucking
Yeah.
hates you, he hates you. If he
Totally.
loves you, he loves you. And whatever his passion is, he's passionate. And I like that about him. Which
Well, I believe that. You
Yeah.
gotta be someone that rocks the
Right.
boat, whether it be in a way that people love you or hate you.
Right.
You gotta just stick to your truth.
Right.
So, in all the years that you've been calling Howard, is there one instance, one call that sticks out as one of the more memorable moments?
Well, when Howard, my sister-in-law was killed in the World Trade Center. I don't know if you know, it's going to be the 25th anniversary. And she loved the fact that I would call the radio, Jody, right? So the next day, September 12th, because my husband's not into the radio, he's busy with work, getting ready for work and stuff. But of course, September 12th, we were home, and he said, "You have to call Howard and tell Howard Jody's name, where she worked." Because at that point, we were still hoping that there were going to be people in hospitals, and we figured we had the platform because Howard stayed on the air September 11th.
Yeah.
So I get chills thinking about that, but that was one of them,
I
that
bet.
stands up in my mind, that he actually picked up the phone on me so I could say that on the air, and put it out there.
It's clear you're
Yeah.
using the platform for good, and
Well,
that's
and
a beautiful
and
thing.
on a lighter note, I know all the the interviews in my head because I listen on a loop. In fact, it's on in the background. I don't even know if you could hear it 24/7. I listen in the car when I'm walking. It's in my pocket on my phone. But like I know where I was when I was bringing my dog to the animal medical center in the city. I know who was on. It was Colin Quinn. I know when my father died, going to NYU, who I was listening to. It brings back a lot of memories in my head,
Mm.
you know? Like I listened so much that like when Howard wrote the book, you know, Howard Stern Comes Again, and he said he had a favorite interview. You know that I logged all these notes and I got it down to Conan O'Brien, and it was Conan
Nice.
O'Brien, and I said it on
Yes.
air. I said
Incredible.
it on air, right? You know,
The best interview.
right?
Mm.
That
That
it
was
was
Yeah.
awesome. Yep.
Who Howard thought was his best interview.
Mm-hmm.
So
And that
like,
Yeah.
just shows
so was
your knowledge of the
Conan, right?
show to be
Well,
able
like
to.
I listen, and then to me that was a fantastic interview because like Conan is so smart, right? And
Quick. Yep.
he went to Harvard, whatever, all that stuff. He's so smart, and to me he's very humble for being in this industry. I don't know him, but and to be like you said, quick and nice and
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
truthful, that I loved it. You know,
Yeah, one of the greatest moments of my life, and this might not seem grand to other people, but I was actually in the audience, front row, and Conan, when he was at NBC before he got the Jay Leno shaft, he was
right,
doing the show after. He
right,
comes out of the door and walks almost directly up to me and just shakes my hand. Hi, I'm Conan, as if I
yeah,
didn't know, but I'm just like,
right. Well,
he's
that's
also a
nice
very
when
tall man.
He's very
right.
tall.
When you go to a show and people treat you like that, Fallon is also that way. I've been to Jimmy Fallon and to other
Mhm.
shows, and I'll be honest, Letterman wasn't like that. And the Jimmy Fallon was right in there with his audience, which I appreciate because that the audience are the people that keep you going. You know what I mean? It's the
Yes.
audience.
Yep.
And they realize that. And you're saying Letterman, not so much?
Nah, no, Letterman
She
was
doesn't want
very
to say much more than that.
Right.
You
Well,
know, Letterman was very picky. Like people would think, oh,
Mm.
she'll get a seat because Howard's on. First of all, I only go if Howard's on a show. I'm not going to a
Right.
show without Howard, so it bores me to death. So, and I'm a big Johnny Carson fan, but I, you know, I didn't see Carson in person ever, but. To go to these shows, like Letterman was like this big protocol. Oh, maybe we'll give Mariann a ticket, and I'm like, I don't even want one. Like, I'll stand outside and cheer Howard on. So Fallon was always like, give Marion a ticket, give her a seat, you know, welcome her with a few people, and it was always nice, you know. That's how
Oh,
I
that's lovely.
Yeah.
judge. That's
Well,
how I judge the world. Like, you know, you treat someone with respect, no matter who we are. That's how we should all roll. Not
amen.
you know, like
I want to circle back quickly. You talked about Howard's favorite interview, and you were able to nail that. Would you be willing to share with us what is your least favorite Howard interview? Is there one guest that you just really struggled to get through?
I don't know if I could say that because I have to think for a minute, but there are people that I thought, you got to give me a chance. There are
I'll
people
give you
that I
some
thought,
choices: Machine Gun Kelly, Cardi B.
wait a minute, wait, let me go back to my thought, then we'll go over it. Like there are people, like let's say I thought I would hate Jennifer Lopez, and I really liked her. You know, there's
Mm.
Really?
sometimes I go in with this preconceived message that that's
Yes.
not my type, but there's certain people like that. But if you want to give me a list of the people, because sometimes I don't know the people. Like I know Machine Gun Kelly just from his you know, maybe
Music.
Music.
Instagram and
Yeah.
stuff
Okay.
like that, but I'm not a super Machine Gun Kelly
Well,
fan.
here's the thing, too, about Howard, and this is why he is the greatest interviewer of all time, because you could have people that you know nothing about. There could be people that you
Right,
actually might have a judgment about, like Jennifer Lopez, but
right,
you listen to them, and it is very difficult for
right.
Howard to do a bad interview because even if it's someone you actually hate or know nothing about, he knows how to pull great information
Right.
from them.
You're learning and finding out. And then it's our
Totally.
choice. Like, if we're learning and we still think they're horrible, that's our choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's putting it out there for us. Now, did you want to give me a list of who I thought were the worst? I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have a list, Jagger?
Well, for me, my two least favorite are Machine Gun Kelly, Cardi B. Has nothing to do with Howard. It's just
Right.
to me, they're just difficult to listen to.
Get
Like,
anything out of?
yeah, just
What?
the way that they interview, I just didn't enjoy it as much.
Right. Right. And somebody
Wasn't
from
MGK sound like he stayed up 3 days straight before he got on the show, right? That the energy level wasn't there.
and wasn't
Yeah.
he talking about like aliens too or something? Was that part of
Yes, it was a
Sometimes when
mess.
people go down the alien route, like maybe it's not, maybe Gail King loves the alien route or someone like that, but we don't because like
Yeah.
we're not going to Mars and they like that. So I don't
Right.
know. But like Cardi B, like I knew from the world outside, and I gotta give her a lot of props for going from where she came to where she is now, and good for her. She could take care of her
Mm-hmm.
family
I,
and everyone, and she's got this big personality. So why not?
It's working for her.
I
And you
actually
Yeah.
know
thought
who?
Ed
Go ahead.
Vetter was a little difficult too. This last Ed Vetter
Oh, I
interview.
thought he was very
You
good.
liked it? I
How dare
love
you,
him.
Jagger?
I love him.
Yeah, are you allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Pearl Jam. I love Ed Vetter.
I
But
thought he was fantastic.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know, I
You
kind of
can't
want
call him Eddie anymore?
no, Ed or Edward.
Oh,
Ed. Just Ed.
sorry.
You know who
Those
I? You
names
know who
change
I?
so often.
Oh, you know who I? Well, Howard called. We was talking about that. His name Ed, Eddie, whatever. But I lost my train. I'm not a big football fan, and I always thought Tom Brady was very smug. I loved him on Howard.
Oh, I
I
agree.
Yeah,
thought
he did
Tom
Great
great.
interview.
You
Brady
know
was
what? I agree with that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I never stuck.
Right.
Did
Right.
not like Tom Brady. I thought he was
Right.
arrogant, and I listened to that interview, and
Right.
because we had radio shows too, and I said, you know what? I've been down on this guy, and
Right.
I
He was
admire him now.
fantastic. He
Well, and
was
here's the thing
Yeah.
also, it
fantastic.
kind of goes back to what you were saying with the movies, right? Like how Jennifer casted all these people who aren't actors. Well, sometimes you see people who aren't in their natural element and they can actually thrive in something that you don't typically think of them as. And so
Right.
even though someone like Tom Brady, great athlete, but people don't like him because of his greatness in one aspect, but then he can do something else and you're like, oh, he actually does have other things to offer. And
Right.
I think if nothing else, you can appreciate it. I do actually want to take it away from the Howard talk for just a moment. Because being from New York, I have strong opinions on a lot of things, but pizza being one of
No.
them. So I need to know, overrated or not, in Brooklyn, best pizza.
Hmm. That's
Very
high,
probing, Jana. Good.
high pitches calling.
Pizza Wagon. Somebody was looking. Yeah, Pizza Wagon on 86th Street, not far from me. I love Pizza Wagon, and all
Okay.
my
Pizza wagon.
Pizza Wagons on 86th Street or Fifth Avenue, and then of course we have the famous Spumoni Garden, which they have.
Well,
They
But
have the square
overrated or not? I think over. No. Okay. See,
Well,
this
tell
is
me.
where you and I will disagree. Maybe I just had a bad night. I did not love it.
You always have a
For
bad
what
night.
place? For what place?
At LMB. At LMB.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It depends. L&B could have their moments because
Yeah.
they are doing so much constantly that maybe once in a while you have an off moment. But I've never experienced that. And go to L&B's Spumoni Garden restaurant. Oh
Yeah.
my God, family style, incredible.
Oh, okay. That's more up my alley. All right, I'll take you.
Right.
What about DeFara? What's your thoughts on DeFara?
Nah, it's
Overrated,
years.
right? Okay.
The
What?
man
Okay.
died. It was overrated in
Yeah.
1975. Give me a break. It was
Got it. Okay, last one.
Papa
Grimaldi's.
John's.
Sabaro.
No, Grimaldi's.
Right.
Last one.
Grimaldi's, I went once or twice. Overrated.
Overrated.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Give
listen,
me-
I'm going to
give
check
me-
out the one by you.
Yeah, Pizza Wagon. Tell me when you're here. We'll go.
Perfect.
What I'm saying though about pizza too, there's so much great pizza in New York City that everybody has their own favorite place, and but some of these places that are on Instagram are definitely overrated.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. And also, like, some people, I believe a lot of non-New Yorkers think, oh, well, all pizza is good pizza and there's no such thing as bad pizza. I completely disagree. I think there is such a thing as bad pizza, and I have strong opinions on that, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Well,
The amount of research Jen has put in on pizza for this interview was unsettling.
Well, listen,
or
I got a
admirable.
pizza oven in my backyard. I've made my own. Like, I care about this kind of stuff.
I too. I have something I could put on my barbecue too that makes
Yeah,
pizzas. But
exactly.
It's a lot of work. Why not
It's
order
a-
a pizza?
No, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know who makes a great pizza in the neighborhood? Vesuvio. They in my neighborhood we have these like Italian pizzerias that make food
Yeah.
too. And when you don't want to cook and stuff, a Vesuvio pizza or a chicken parm, it's very good. And when you were talking about Sbarro, so let's go back to King's Plaza in 1975. Sbarro's was the biggest, and
It was.
Sbarro's had a Sol Maria. tremendous on, I think, 75th Street that my father used to go to, used to take me. We used to go together, and she'd be cutting the mozzarella and handing it to us, or a piece of prosciutto. So Sabaro, she made a tremendous brand, but the pizza went to a chain, so it went,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Yeah,
if
as
they're
anything
still
that goes to a
around.
chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jagger is a fun game. If you have a quick minute before we have to let you go, Jagger,
Okay.
did you want to get into that?
I do. I have a controversial question real quick before that first, though.
Okay.
Jana,
I thought Jenna was going to ask me about politics in New York City, and I was
Oh
gonna,
no.
Oh God, no.
I was
Girl.
gonna, thank
That's
God
not my
it's
thing.
pizza.
That is not my
Thank-
thing.
thank God it's
Pizza, not
My
politics.
my
Pizza.
politics is pizza. The P
That's
in my
right.
life
Yeah.
is penis and pizza.
oh God,
Penis summit,
Okay.
guys. I'm making it full circle. Pay
Would you
attention.
rather
Anyway.
have a slice of pizza, or would you rather have a penis? Answer
Oh my
truthfully.
Can
Right
I
now,
have
I'd rather have a slice of pizza.
Actually, me too. My stomach is growling.
too.
I'd much rather have pizza.
Okay, so go ahead.
So-
Go ahead, Jagger.
Okay.
so yes, before the game, Jana is from Long Island, right?
Yes.
Is she a New Yorker?
No.
You're not. You're a Long Islander.
I hate to say this, Mariann, and I really thought we were building a friendship here, but Brooklyn is on the same island as Long Island.
Doesn't matter.
I know
You
they're
gotta be
two
from the
separate
boroughs.
entities.
You got to be from the boroughs.
Isn't it Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens, and the Bronx, and Manhattan?
And it is. Well, I know I'm not acknowledging that I'm not a borough, but I'm still New York.
You're Long Island.
Whatever.
But you're not like this circle. You're not,
Let me tell you, South Florida is more New York than Long Island.
Now it is.
Now it is.
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right.
Now it is.
All right, game
Let's
time.
go. Game time. This is an easy
Yeah.
one, Mariann. F, Mary, kill. High pitch Eric, Bobo, Mark the Bagger.
Well, we know we're gonna kill Bobo. That's so easy.
Obviously. Hello.
And I'm gonna marry Eric because I'm like a mother to him, and I'll have to do the other one, Mark the Bagger. What am I
Wow.
saying here?
I think that's fair. I like
You know,
that.
Eric wouldn't come on with us unless we Venmo'd him.
Well, was he gonna come on today?
No. Believe me, you would take
Listen.
priority.
But he's because we could have came on together. Look, he's had a hard life, and he likes to make money if he can. So I understand
I respect
that.
it. I got it.
I do too. Well,
It was
how
just
much-
weird. It was a very specific amount, like $62.
Well, that's not a lot. Are you that cheap that you wouldn't give him $62?
No, Jagger was that cheap.
Between the three of you, that's what 20
It's like
something
$20 each.
We
That's
used the
a
whole
pizza.
show's budget on
That is
electricity today.
pizza.
It is. But again, I'd rather have a pizza.
Yeah, so then Jenna take the day off, and the other two could do high pitch, Eric. You
There
could
you
go
go.
for the pizza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going out with you to have pizza.
I told him he could come on if we
Definitely.
could call him feces.
No,
Shockingly, he didn't accept.
you'd have to give him double. You'd have to give him double.
Yeah, girl.
Well, there it is. Unless
That's
you had
it.
more, Jagger.
That's it.
He had one.
No, that's it. One.
Okay. Mariann from Brooklyn.
Thank you for coming.
I just want to say thank you for having me, and also if it wasn't for Howard, I wouldn't be here either. So
That's
you
true.
know,
We got to show
Okay.
appreciation for the big man. Listen, the whole reason I got into radio
Right.
was because I wanted to be a female version of Howard Stern, and I
Oh,
will
you're getting there,
live-
Jana.
And it
I
shows.
will.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, unfortunately.
yeah, penis or pizza. That's
Exactly.
You
So
gotta ask your guest. Every guest has to come on. Penis or pizza?
I'm a Howard girl
New
till
game.
I die. I love him.
happy.
I love his family. I love all the good that they do
Me
in the
too.
world.
Me
And
too.
I really
I'm
think
with you.
you're so humble and you're so passionate, and I love you for it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
thanks
for
for
me,
having me.
listening on NBC back when I was a kid, I probably shouldn't have been allowed to, but that was the kind of radio that I wanted to do, not the, posting a song, which by the way, I love when Howard impersonates DJs talking
Shock
about
jock.
posting a song.
Right.
Gotta be a shock jock.
But I just wanted to be relatable. Like people could relate to him and still can. And it's just something about that was special to me, which is also why I'm here. So
The
we're all
power
here.
of radio. The power of
Yep.
radio. My grandmother used to keep John B. Gambling on in her house in Bensonhurst.
Oh, yeah.
And I was always a radio girl because I liked the fact that I could hear and visualize, like you guys said before.
Totally.
So we're listening and we're making our own picture, and that's the part of radio.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
Rambling with Gambling.
Yeah, my grandmother loved it.
Yes,
Well, I don't know
my
how old you
grandfather.
are. I'm 67. My grandmother was born in 1896. May she rest in peace. She
Wow.
lived till 99.
Wow.
But that was in her radio. That was in her kitchen in Bensonhurst all those years. All the time the radio was on, and I'm a radio person. I'm just, you know, I
Obviously,
prefer
you have the
radio
voice
to
for it.
TV. All right,
So.
love you guys. Thank
Mariann
you.
from
Have a
Brooklyn.
great weekend,
everybody.
Mariann.
Everyone, enjoy your food.
Bye.
Okay, let me figure out how to log
Take
off.
care.
Okay, let's see now. Here we go. Just leave.
Now we're going to
That's
watch
all.
her try to sign off. We'll just
Yeah.
keep it.
There she
Yeah,
goes.
she did it.
All right. Well, thank
That
you
was
very
great.
much to all of our sponsors and everybody for listening. It's JoJo on the Go. I'm JoJo.
Jana?
And Jagger.
Until next time.
JoJo on the Go is sponsored by Holiday Pools and Spas, Moments on the Move Travel, Destin Private Tiki, The Board Chef, Belly Busters, Tri Luna Royal Cleaners, Parlor Donuts, Shadoozy, and Laser Creations LLC.
A fresh new episode of JoJo on the Go is coming soon from the Holiday Pools and Spas studios. In the meantime, head to jojoworldwide.com for merchandise, mobile DJ services, bonus content, social media links, and even more ways to listen.